Far too many business owners and entrepreneurs focus on building a business and not a brand. On this Branding Bites podcast, I dish out bite-sized strategies to keep your personal brand front and center to make a more significant impact and see bigger results in your business. Hey there, it's Kristen Korn, and you're listening to Branding Bites podcast, episode number 16. You will fail on Instagram if you don't choose to do this. All right, so there's an old saying that goes along the lines, if you do not have a brand, you have a commodity. So first, let's start off by explaining what commodities are, okay? So commodities are interchangeable goods. And yes, I was raised a farm girl, so hear me out on this one with my explanation. All right, so say a sack of rice of a certain variety will always be a sack of rice, regardless of where you buy it, when you buy it, and who you buy it from. Or a set of circumstances surrounding your purchase, it's still going to be a sack of rice. So the same applies to corn, wheat, and other agricultural products, okay? These are all commodities. But there is only one difference that you can compete on, and that's the difference in price. Again, you probably don't need me to remind you that competing based on price is a way to fail real easily. So if you're competing on price with someone else selling the same product as you, buy one, get ones, flash sales, free gift with purchases, they all pop up. Because there's no brand and they're strictly selling on price. And you have probably seen all these and most likely done a few yourself. Unfortunately, if you do not put intention into your personal brand, who you are, people are going to judge you and the product you're offering based on price. Oh, I can buy it from her for this price or her from this price. Oh, she's cheaper. I'm going to go buy it from her, right? You're the personal brand though. So if there is this person selling the same product as her, but she has, this going on, she talks about this belief, she talks about this about her kids, she talks about these values, and she has an entire brand built around herself and offering this product, this potential client is going to go purchase from her. Because she loves everything about her, what she stands for. They have common beliefs, something else that they can connect to with her, besides just this person selling it for this amount of money. And Instagram is no different. You're going to fail on Instagram if you do not choose to brand. You have to discover and promote your personal brand. Otherwise, whatever content you're sharing is totally going to fall between the digital cracks. And there's really nothing to distinguish you or it from the rest of the content that's being shared out there. Your brand is just going to be another digital face in the crowd, okay? And I see this all the time, too much with direct sales space. Reps will brand their company instead of themselves, and when you do that, potential clients no longer need them. They become just like the other hundreds of thousands of reps in a timeline scroll, and nothing is separating them from all the others or even the actual company itself for that matter. So no wonder reps can lose clients to other reps. They aren't unique to those potential clients and they leave the sale up to price alone. And yes, make no mistakes, people follow brands, personal brands, company brands, everything. And people just want some sort of connection. They want to know what's going on in their lives. They want to know the insides, the outsides, the behind the scenes, and everything. They're looking for some sort of persona that they can feel, they can connect to. So whether it's their hopes, same dreams, same fears, same aspirations, or other goals, people choose to become loyal to these personas, to these personal brands. And people are not dumb. They know that, like, say, a persona of Kim Kardashian on Instagram and social media and TV, it's going to look a little different from the real life Kim, but people don't care. She's at least sharing the behind the scenes to what's going on in her life. They can connect in some way to her beliefs and values. People just want to see some sort of reality that they can believe and they have cross beliefs of, like just some kind of connection. And this is that cult of like celebrities and influencers. It happens with personal brands, the same thing all the time. And you really do have to, it's not play the game, but it really is. You have to showcase yourself, especially on Instagram, to build that community of people who like you. No matter what you're doing, they like you. Okay? And chances are you are going to be positioning your brand for failure if you don't. So it's a great thing that you know what you're talking about and can share some content, but people also need to get more from you. You have to deliver more, okay? You have to go that extra mile and let people inside your real life. And this is where branding comes in. If you don't develop a personal branding strategy, you're just flat out generic. You're just like that other rep or that other person selling that product. And generic and being another digital face in the crowd, it just means that you're forgettable. No one's going to remember you over someone else. So you're not going to make the money you want. You're not going to register the profit you want. You're not going to make that lasting impression on your niche audience. It's just not going to happen if you don't develop a brand. So if you want to use Instagram to build a lasting business, there are specific basic strategies you must know and use. It's the same thing that goes along in my Stay in Your Lane brand method. But I want to help you build a personal brand on Instagram and every other platform for that matter, because it's the same process, same method for any platform that you're on. So inside my Branding for Beginners Blueprint course, you will discover your brand and what you stand for. You're going to nail down your niche audience. So you're talking to the right people with your original content. You're going to determine the visual part of your brand, which is your brand identity, and learn about the right content to share that's going to make the most impact to your niche audience, and above all, have you so confident in what to say, how to say it when you hop online to post content. So not only does the Branding for Beginners course include a 100-page workbook and 15 video lessons to help you discover the fortune that lies within your personal brand, but I've also thrown in my very well-known 5-day Instagram makeover workshop. So the course is set up to take you 5 weeks. It's an on-demand course, but inside of it is also a 5-day Instagram makeover workshop. So I love Instagram as much as the next entrepreneur. So if you are a beginner with Instagram or want to learn how to spark engagement with the platform, you're going to learn everything inside these 5 days. So to wrap up this episode, you will fail on Instagram if you don't choose to brand yourself. Without developing a brand around your persona, you become a commodity, and the only difference that you can compete on is price. But if you develop a brand around who you are and the unique beliefs and values that you have, your clients will want to purchase from you despite the price of your product or service. All right, purpose-driven CEOs, until next time, keep putting purpose behind your brand, and thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of the Branding Bites podcast. I'd love to hear from you, so hop on over to Instagram at Stay in Your Lane Brand and drop a comment. And if you're feeling extra gracious, please leave a review wherever you caught this podcast. You can dive into the show notes for this episode and all episodes at brandingbitespodcast.com. And if you love this podcast, please share it with a friend. Thanks for tuning in.